Hello children, today we are going to learn about respiration in human beings. We have studied that digested food is assimilated into the body of living organisms. Assimilated food is used as a fuel to get energy for various life processes. Secondly, it is used as a material for the growth and repair of the body. The process of releasing energy from food is called respiration. The process of respiration, which releases energy, takes place inside the cells of the body. So it is also known as cellular respiration. Breathing and respiration. The mechanism by which organisms obtain oxygen from the air and release carbon dioxide is called breathing. Breathing is a more complex process. Respiration includes breathing as well as the oxidation of food in the cells of the organism to release energy. Let us see the differences between breathing and respiration. Breathing is a physical process. Respiration is a chemical process. Second, there is no release of energy in breathing. But in respiration, energy is released. Enzymes are not involved in breathing process. But in respiration, enzymes are involved. Modes of breathing differ among organisms. Respiration process is same in all organisms. Next is the type of respiration. There are two types of respiration: aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, oxygen is used. Aerobic respiration produces a considerable amount of energy for use by the organism, which gets stored in the form of ATP. The respiration which takes place without oxygen is called anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, glucose first convert into pyruvate, and in presence of oxygen, it is converting into carbon dioxide, water and energy. But in absence of oxygen, glucose first convert into pyruvate, then in absence of oxygen, convert it into lactic acid and energy. In yeast cells, glucose convert into pyruvate, and in absence of oxygen, it is converting into ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. Let us see the differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. As we know, aerobic respiration takes place in presence of oxygen. but anaerobic respiration takes place in the absence of oxygen. Second point, in aerobic respiration, the food is completely oxidized into energy. In anaerobic respiration, glucose molecule is incompletely oxidized. The end product of aerobic respiration are carbon dioxide and water. But in anaerobic respiration, the end products are either ethyl alcohol or lactic acid and carbon dioxide. Aerobic respiration produces lot of energy, that is 38 ATP. In anaerobic respiration, relatively small energy only liberated, that is 2 ATP. Aerobic respiration occurs in plants and animal cells. Anaerobic respiration occurs in many anaerobic bacteria and in human muscle cells. Next is the human respiratory system. The main organs of human respiratory system are nose, nasal passage, trachea, bronchi, lungs and diaphragm. The air for respiration is drawn into our body through the nostrils present in the nose. This air then goes into nasal passage. The nasal passage is lined with fine hair and mucus. When air passes through the nasal passage, the dust particles and other impurities present in it are trapped by nasal hair and mucus so that clean air goes into the lungs. The part of throat between the mouth and the windpipe is called pharynx. From the nasal passage, air enters into pharynx and then goes into the windpipe. The trachea is a tube which is commonly known as windpipe. Trachea does not collapse even when there is no air in it because it is supported by rings of soft bones called cartilage. The upper end of the trachea has a voice box called larynx. The trachea runs down the neck and divides into two smaller tubes called bronchi at its lower end. The two bronchi are connected to the two lungs. The lungs lie in the chest cavity or thoracic cavity, which is separated from abdominal cavity by a muscular partition called diaphragm. The lungs are covered by two thin membranes called pleura. The lungs are enclosed in a rib cage made of bones called ribs. Each bronchus divided into the lungs to form a large number of still smaller tubes called bronchioles. The smallest bronchioles have tiny air sacs at their ends. They are called alveoli. The walls of alveoli are very thin and they are surrounded by blood capillaries. It is in the alveoli that oxygen is taken into the body and carbon dioxide is eliminated. There are millions of alveoli in the lungs. The presence of millions of alveoli in the lungs provides a large area for exchange of gases. The diaphragm is a sheet of muscle below the lungs which helps in breathing in and breathing out. The muscles of the chest also helps in breathing and breathe out. Next is the mechanism of breathing. We will now learn the mechanism of breathing. The air from outside sucked into our lungs during inhalation. The process of breathing takes place in our lungs. When we inhale air, air enters our nostrils and passes through nasal passage and windpipe and reaches our lungs. Our two lungs in an airtight space in our body called chest cavity. Around the side of the chest cavity is the rib cage with sheets of muscles between the ribs. When we breathe in, two things happens at the same time. First one, the muscles between the ribs contract, causing the rib cage to move upward and outward. Second, the diaphragm contracts and moves downward. The upward and outward movement of rib cage as well as the downward movement of diaphragm both increases the space in the chest cavity and make it larger. As the chest cavity becomes larger, air is sucked in from outside into the lungs. Next is breathing out. When we breathe out, even then, two things happens at the same time. First, the muscles between the ribs relax, causing the rib cage to move downwards and inwards. Second, the diaphragm relaxes and moves upward. The downward and inward movement of the rib cage as well as the upward movement of diaphragm both decreases the space in our chest cavity and make it smaller As the chest cavity becomes smaller, air is pushed out from the lungs. That is called exhalation. Thank you, children.